CCAD MFA is professional.
It's art experience one-on-one. As a school, I think it's one of the best choices that I made in helping myself grow as an artist.
CCAD's MFA program is project-based, which means that students have to describe the issues that they're concerned with, the methodology they're going to work with, the context in which the work lives, the resources that they need to realize that work, realistic timeline for production, and a due date.
You can actually come with your project and develop it, and they give you the tools just to explore your creativity and just do it.
I knew that I could work on a project that I wanted to, and it would be a good place for it where I would find support.
It allows me to explore maybe a more experimental route and to utilize other mediums and other resources that I may not have had access to.
I came in as an oil painter and knew that I wanted to try new things.
I've actually started moving into a conceptual field because I've learned a lot about it since I've been here.
Students do get access to any of the labs and facilities on campus. We have a pretty open policy with that.
We have access to the sculpture labs, the printing labs, jewelry making facilities, all the other facilities, and the faculty in all those facilities are usually very willing to help.
Each year we try to only take between 12 and 16 students into the program. Having that smaller size gives them a lot of opportunity that they would not have at other programs just because we're able to focus on them so closely.
The smaller size here is really beneficial. You have access to any of the faculty, and the visiting artists come up here. We have lunch with them. They meet us in our studios.
It's been incredibly helpful, and those studio visits with the artists are absolutely priceless.
We have a very active exhibitions program here at CCAD, and so we have a lot of visiting artists coming in, and these are prominent artists. They're well known in the art world.
Each semester you pick a mentor to work with. I know I've discussed with my mentor things like studio space, what shows I can enter, what I need to do after I leave.
It's very easy to form a sort of bond with your mentor. When they're invested, I found myself getting more invested in working with them.
CCAD requires an off-campus experience sometime during the 2 years here. The point of that experience is to get voices away from this community. Students will do artist residencies. We've had students at Mildred's Lane. We've had students at Pilchuck School for Glass. They may do internships. They may study with artists from New York or Los Angeles or artists from Italy.
I'm going to be living in Berlin for 2 months to study the way Berlin has influenced surrounding countries.
My off-campus experience was with Ohio Art League. I worked in the galleries. I installed shows.
Columbus as the art community is fantastic.
Columbus as an artistic city has really surprised me because it was leaps and bounds beyond anything I experienced on the West Coast.
There are a lot of art programs outside of the school that you can be active in, and a lot of the students up here are. They're active in Ohio Art League and the Cultural Arts Center, Roy G. Bibb Gallery. There are some other nonprofits that they work in.
The students are able to use those connections we have to meet and engage other artists from Ohio and build that network that they might not have gotten otherwise. And, that's a connection that we have with these different artist organizations in town.
There's all kinds of great stuff happening in this space. It's creative, it's vibrant. We'd love to have you come visit.